Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark Rollins. I'm an attorney here in Washington, D.C. Today we're going to be talking about deferred prosecution agreements. You're saying, what is a deferred prosecution agreement? Well, if you've got in trouble and you got in trouble in D.C., you may be eligible for a deferred prosecution agreement. Now, by in trouble, I mean you usually have been charged with a misdemeanor offense. Now, that could be simple assault, it could be possession of a drug, it could be threats, it could be a number of misdemeanor offenses. And you probably have not been in trouble before. That would allow you to be eligible for what they call a deferred prosecution agreement. Now, it is what it sounds like. It's a deferred, meaning that the prosecution will not take place for a period of time. And if you satisfy certain conditions of that deferred prosecution agreement, the government will dismiss the case after a period of time. Now, typically what happens is that you've been arraigned, you'll have a citation date, you'll come into court, you'll be taken to courtroom C301, I'm sorry, not C301, C10. You will sign notice with the police officer to report to courtroom C10, and that will be on a Tuesday or Thursday. You'll come to court, the judge will tell you you may be eligible for a citation. Now, hopefully at that point you've gotten an attorney. If you haven't got an attorney, it's okay. You can still contact a local attorney. You can contact us. We'd be more than happy to represent you at that arraignment process. Now, the arraignment is just telling you what the charges are. So the judge will simply tell you what the charges are, and then they'll set a new status date. Between that arraignment date and that status date, the government and your attorney will have tried to negotiate what they call a deferred prosecution agreement. Now, under that deferred prosecution agreement, you'll complete 32 hours community service, and you'll do that in a 4-month period. And you'll do that under the supervision of one of the community service providers in the District of Columbia, and they have a number of them. So you would go and register for the community service. You'll come back in 4 months, completing your community service, and the case will be dismissed at that point. As long as you've satisfied that community service agreement and you've done everything else that the contract allowed. And at that point, the government will dismiss that case. Now, if you have other questions, and questions about deferred prosecution agreement, whether you're even eligible for deferred prosecution agreement, feel free to contact our office, and we'll be more than happy to discuss that with you. The number's on the screen, and again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me.